Good evening, Final Fantasy fans. We have game two of the winter tournament with Rubes and dem0nfr0g, and we're going to be going here shortly. Looks like we're off. I am not young me. In the booth with me, I have Classic Gamer 76. Hey, Classic.
Or going was I hardware muted there? Because anyway, sorry about that. Our Reshimmer Dengu's had a lot to do, and we've had some decent level. Whoa, one white magic. We have the chain armor +4, the silk. Not to mention progress +1 for sale in Canary. I think I saw heal 2. And Lamp, I didn't see. Did you see what was in black magic?
I didn't. We were just getting the stream up and going, so we'll check that up here shortly.
All righty, but for our Blursas, we went with 2 forced. We have a fighter and a red mage. Our fighter is +10 luck and +10 MDEP, which is pretty nice, but -30 MP. So that first battle here with the Imps is, well, it's not going to be a problem for Rubes because he's going to use that Zeus bonk.
Yeah, that chain +4 saved him there. It looks like we're going to head back and do a quick heal and house up.
Yep. The red mage bonus equip shirt and cure 3. So, can heal up a little without having to go back. Or we can use our tents.
And this encounter table is not too friendly. Not too great, but if we're looking for a grind later on, potentially in the desert, that'll certainly be helpful.
That'll be very helpful. And the red mage's malice, no temper. So they'll be on the lookout for a power bonk. We don't know if recruiting is on. So we'll see. We'll give the other blur scenes if they pick up some other class. The cloth armor +5 is nice, but we have better.
Right, and we'll know if recruits are on or if they had a gentleman agreement not to do it. If we see a black belt, if they take that black belt, we know it's game on. Certainly without temper, that would be a huge pickup for the racers here.
That would be huge, and we don't know where fast is either.
We get an early ship and the crystal.
Yep. So pretty good.
Crystal is always one of. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Pretty good chance the runners will hit up Matoya here. Well, I mean, it's just the logical play, but sometimes people do like to do interesting plays. And thank you to Maple, our tracker, for noting that Saber was in level 1 black. That could be really good for, especially if you end up stuck with a red wizard melee, or if you find and are allowed to recruit a ninja.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can recruit a ninja, that's going to be huge, especially without having temper. And it makes sense to go turn in this crystal. My two favorite things to get right off the bat, obviously, besides a floater, are the crystal or the key, because they're right there. The key, especially because there's a bunch of chests to get cash to buy anything that you'll need going forward. But this certainly has 3 checks as well for you.
Some gold out of Matoya, and she has the Oxyel, so that opens another fiend dungeon for us, and actually we'll be able to access that as soon as we have the canal.
Maybe just a few more levels.
Yeah, well, there's having access to, and then there's having the ability to dive.
Yeah.
What you could do.
I don't know. I've seen people go in pretty low with Brack.
That is true.
And we're going to see racers take a lot more early fights than we normally do, especially with this party, a 2-man party, and especially without a thief. You're going to want to get those early levels, even though you're not getting much XP. It definitely makes sense just to improve your run ability.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Now we have Frog entering Provoker. He's going to check out the magic shops first. Heal 3 and Ruse.
Yeah, great to see.
There's fast. So that it takes the sting out of the temper. And of course, both Ruse and Heal 3 will be night learnable. Nothing much in the weapon shop. See, the Frog now is going to take on Bicky. Should have no problem. I think we'd be picked up fire. Yep, lightning through there. Doesn't have any charges for it yet, though.
Should be okay unless we have the pirates go all in on our fighter. But with that chain +4, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Just not ideal.
Said that 30 HP malice hurts a little right away, but even after a few fights, it's usually not that big of a deal.
And thank you to Maple, our tracker here. It just confirmed that there are no recruits. So we are stuck with this party. Saber's not going to help us on the fighter, but um, potentially finding the power bonk is still in play, and an early fast will certainly help.
Yep, and we have the canal out of Vicky, so that really opens up our exploration. We could check out Bahamut and see what he has. Of course, we'd prefer to go there with a tail, but it can be done. We can. Oh, we can't really check out the Titans or Sarda yet.
So,
But we could also go to Crescent Lake, or we could go to Crescent Lake the river route, which looks like
yeah,
he's going to do.
I think that's a good play here. Check. You've got two checks, right? You have a potential for a shop item, and you have the sages. So this certainly makes sense, and I'd be surprised, especially the amount of gold that we still have, if we don't go to Elfland as well right after this.
Yep, I mean Demon Frog going to Elfland now, seeing a couple of things. Not much in the black magic. We had, I mean, Fire 2, Zap and Hold are actually not bad, and I miss what was in level 6 black and white.
Yeah, nothing much there. I did see Wall. Wall isn't going to be as important. Oh, we have what, drunken sages here just wandering aimlessly.
Yep, confused old men.
Yes, the key. Okay.
Yep, so that will open up, Canaria locked, and opens up checking Astos's closet for a grind.
And that's great to see early on. Key is always one of my favorite things to see right off the bat.
Rubes has already noted that encounter table. Looks like he's doing a little counter manipulation. He's going to try to also get some experience off these peds, or EXPeds as they're sometimes known.
Yeah, I was going to say if he can survive that, that's a lot of experience early on, but just doesn't have the magic spells to take that on. I think we have Lit 2 and that Zeus Gauntlet, so it's just not enough. The Quad X, yes, if they're sub 300 HP, but they're going to be hitting pretty hard. By the time you get through all your Quad X's, you're probably going to be wiped.
Yeah. And red mages are blessed with not having to worry about temper versus fade because they're locked out of temper, and both temper and fade were level 4. Level 4 fade isn't bad to see. Copper plus 5 buck, and we have the chime, which of course opens up half of sky. We can always, usually people don't like to double dip for the obvious reason, but you can sometimes find some stuff in Mirage 1 or Mirage 2.
Demon Frog heading to Marsh. I mean, we've had quite a bit of divergence here on routing early on.
Yes, we have. So we'll see what Marsh has in store for us today. Scum, I think that Scum pretty much sums up Marsh pretty well.
Yep. And Rubes going back with the plenty of gil that he had, going back for those pro rings, it makes sense. With a 2-man party, you just never know. So picking up those pro rings that were fairly cheap at about 6,000-7,000, I really like that play.
Yes, that is a very good play. Yeah. Meanwhile, Demon Frog getting some gold out of Marsh here. He continues to dive down. He's going to see what the incentive is, and who knows what nasty things are down here. Of course, scorpions are almost always nasty.
Yeah, they hit like a truck. Luckily, we have enough levels and armor.
Yes, they're the lobsters of the land, although for copyright reasons, I would not call them red, or trademark reasons, I should say, I guess. I would not call them red lobsters.
Well, I just noticed this. Someone pointed out that the lobsters are just the scorpions that are red, so they still have the stinger on them. I never noticed that until they pointed out. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant.
Yep. The miracle of palette swap and the not so miracle of cobras with frost. And those are guarding the incentive chest too. So
now we just have to make it. Now we just got to make it out of here alive. Ruby, definitely want to keep that. Now with the ship and canal, those are two checks that we can go to. So if we can get out of Marsh Cave, we're in good shape here.
Yes, that is an if. Marsh is always perilous. Meanwhile, Rube's taking down a pack of wolves to get a little more experience here. He looks like he is headed. He's doing some encounter manipulation here. And he's also heading the direction of Marshall. He will be picking up his ruby, or if he has the fun percent flag on, who knows, he might pick up some other snack.
Right. And I see Ale joined us in chat. He's commenting on the two-party strat here. Ale, no one runs it better than you, so hopefully they can beat your time, but that was ridiculous. I think it was like sub 40.
Demon Frog heading back to his ship. Let's see, where is he going from here?
Maybe going to get the he's going to resurrect, and then he might actually stop and get the pro rings as well. But certainly our next stop is to turn in the ruby.
Right. Meanwhile, Rubes is now following the steps going through Marsh, getting his house some gold, and of course, he mucks with thunder before he finds any rubies.
I don't think Demon Frog saw that.
No, I don't think he did. It's always one nasty thing one runner sees. Of course, you still have to deal with the Cobras with, I believe that was cremate, but he has to get that far first.
I'll take cremate over thunder all day long, for sure.
Yeah, I will too.
Yeah.
So we have Brack is promo locked at level 5. There's life 2, but that we believe is white locked, so the red mage will not have access to it.
With no temper, yeah, we have early fast, but we are going to see that fighter going to at least 42. This is certainly set up to pump him up to at that level.
Yep, but Demon Frog may have been wishing for those pro rings because a tiger rubbed his fighter. I think that's one of the worst things Astos did to players first time through vanilla is that he made them think that rub was an effective spell.
I don't think I've ever used it in FFR.
We'll use it in desperate situations like I need an insta-kill and I had no other options.
Yeah, I think maybe Garland. That's how you can that's the only time you can get away with it. And out of Titan's Row, we get the Vorpal +2. Okay, that's certainly a serviceable weapon once we promote. That's definitely an endgame.
And I think the only other time I remember using rub was when I had to get by an early crack. Unfortunately, that's 18 and 256, not the 3 and 256 that is very well associated with rub.
And Rube's making a smart play. He has the keys, checking the key locked incentives in Marsh. 1 for a grind, 2 for the better key items next to a, what is it called?
Trap
chest. Thank you.
And we have the loot from Sarda. So Sarda will be required.
So we have loot, key, Oxio. And so I think we're just a rod or a cube away.
Yeah, we are. Of course, that is our own knowledge because Rubes doesn't have his loot yet.
Right.
Imagine he would go to Titans and Sarda right after getting the ruby. Yeah, we would just be a rod or a cube away, and we barely have to leave the inner sea.
Classic ale jet seat over here.
And bones have nuke. Let's be glad those don't show up too much.
Rubes is seeing it all.
How many times you see it where one poor runner sees all the nasty stuff and the other one misses it?
And Rubes has the levels, right? Should be able to run much more effectively. So that's just RNG. That's just randomizer doing randomizer things.
Yep. Of course, we also, the brothers especially, have to hope that that wasn't the Medusa script. We have multiple.
Oh yeah, that'll make Topher gross.
Yes.
Or oral ordeals.
Now, of course, it was Frost that the Cobras had, not cremate, and Rubes is through that, but still has to get out with his ruby. I believe we saw level 10 for him. Let's see, Demon Frog sailing the high seas. Where is he? Looks like he might be heading towards Ordeals or somewhere. Nope. Turn north, not south. He's headed back to Canaria. Might be looking to pick up
doing
those.
I don't think he had done the key check.
Nope, he hadn't. So he's going to do that and see if he picks up the pro rings as well.
And I'm over here just praying for Rubes. He deserves to get out.
Yes, he does. And
All
he's
right.
out.
That's the time where you have a miss save and have to do it again. Would never wish that upon anyone.
No, that's.
But we've all been there. We've all done it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Also, the good old not grab the incentive out of ice and just leave the cave. Not that I ever remember doing that.
Yeah, my big folly is going to Marsh and taking the encounter next to the incentive and not checking the incentive and just warping out. Done that twice in a tournament.
And of course, there's always the good old forgot to talk to Vicky. You hear about that every so often.
Yeah, yep. Or a Lupa Lupa.
Oh, yes. And of course, there's the feeling of bouncing off the loot plate. Wizard Staff +4, which is nice if you want to confuse character. Ooh, what do we have here? We have an Agama tile.
Yeah, depending on how chunky, let's see if a Quad X works. All right, so it's got to be sub 330 health. I couldn't see exactly what the first strike rolled, but that's certainly something we could come back to. We're hoping for something a little bit better. Definitely want to turn in a bunch of more incentives or key items just so we can get the experience bonus on that. Because it's just not going to be as fruitful right now. And we're going to want some casts as well. So we're going to hold off until after promotion and come back.
All right, so now dem0nfr0g looks like he's heading towards Ordeal. So we'll see what we see there. Meanwhile, Rubes is like he's going to do his Ruby turn in. So he will be happy to see the Vorpal and his loot.
I like this play from dem0nfr0g going to Ordeals, obviously before going to the tail location, just because if this turns in the tail, we're not double dipping. This makes complete sense.
Yes, it does. Let's see, we have the legendary fourth pillar. He's trying pillar 1. That wasn't it. Astos had lightning 3 again. I don't think dem0nfr0g saw that.
Oh, Rubes has seen everything. Demon has seen nothing.
Yep.
Besides the frost that almost got him from Marsh.
Yes. Of course, Rando's gonna Rando. What's Topher gonna do to him? My apologies to dem0nfr0g in advance if I have just commentator cursed him.
Now, here's the thing. We could still see Floater in ice.
Yep.
At the ship canal, obviously. So that is still an option. And you could see maybe a floaterless seed here.
We could. I think I remember one seed where it was floaterless. One person got the floater early, one person skipped it, and the person who skipped it won. Rubes pulling out his loot now. Say, well, he did give it to Pysarta.
dem0nfr0g may be taking notes off to the sides. A little bit of hesitation through Ordeals. Without warp, it's never fun, but he makes it through. Well, for now.
Yeah.
Now you just have to remember.
Yep. Of course, Ordeals can be dangerous, so he's probably taking notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it again.
Exactly.
We're ready for some earned oils.
Also, Classic, thanks again for doing comms with me tonight. I did not want to do this solo, brother, so appreciate you.
Oh, my pleasure. I love doing comms. We got a Sun +1 out of the Ordeals and the Rod. So we are in go mode here.
Yeah, dem0nfr0g go mode with the Oxyale Rod. Obviously can hit up Volcano and then key and loot. So, and he knows where the Agama is. So if you wanted to, with a Sun +3 and fast, you could technically, well, did we jinx this? He technically doesn't have to get floater, doesn't have to do anything else.
Yep. So this can be a floaterless seed. Interesting. I would still hit up Bahamut just to see what's there, because I've seen a few silly seeds where, Bahamut has the tail.
Right. Between checking the chest, going down there, walking up and back, it's about a 40-second check. it's certainly worth it. You know, if you pick up the power bonk or white shirt or roost stick, definitely something you want. Or who knows, this could be lazy Bahama and have a tail right next to him.
I just find that amusing. Of course, I love it if Fight Bahamut's on, which I don't think it is. Then it's like, here it is, come at me. I will be your trial of courage. Which is actually a lot like later Final Fantasies. But nope, Bahamut has the herb this time.
All right, I'm calling it. That's going to the floater. That screams floater.
It does. You could probably have something like, you know, bottle or slab the tail, and then the question is, are you going to want to go all the way back for it? The Vorpal +2 is nice, but a Sun +1 is nice too.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, Demon Frog knows he's in go mode, and he knows that there are a ton of fetch quests ahead of him. So you might be trying to find the item shop here. This could be the check.
Yep. Well, he's not going to the caravan, but
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't drop a tent there.
I think first things first, he is bringing up his fighter.
Yeah, quick check could have been just a, you know, drop a tent, try to travel up there and check to see if that was the incentive item or the shop item. Oh, I thought he was going for it, but we're just saving and heading to Waterfall. And Rubes makes it through ordeals, at least through the maze.
Yep, of course, Rubes has had real success seeing all the bad stuff that Demon did not, so.
And he's made up quite a bit of time since then too, which is good to see. I mean, he's one of the best racers in the community, so not surprised.
Yep.
And Demon Frog, even though he's a 44 seed up there in the top right, he is certainly a fantastic racer. So
yeah,
that doesn't do him justice.
That RGB limit break, which I believe was an earlier race. Well, there's the floater. So it's nice to have, but you don't need it. We'll see. Thing might not turn on. Aegis -3 is a little not great to see.
Well, welcome everyone from RPG Limit Break. You're watching the winter tournament. We have game 2 versus with Rubes and Demon Frog. Rubes took game 1. So this is do or die for Demon Frog here, and he's certainly holding his own in this match.
All right, Rubes has finished up ordeals. So now he is, looks like he's also doing the Bahamut check, so he will get his herb out of there. And of course, this also puts Rubes in go mode, so.
The 22-minute mark.
Yep.
Knows where some, yeah, I mean, between the Sun Sword and knows where some great grinds are. I mean, you're really thinking about it, right? You obviously need to find a ribbon, at least one ribbon, but with the 2-man party, two should be the play.
Yes.
So you don't have to check as many chests, but in order to survive Topher, either a 50 fighter or grab some better gear.
Yes, indeed. As one of the things, I'm not sure either life spell was red learnable. I know the life 2 at level 5 was not. That was slot 4. That is white locked. I don't remember. Life 1 was level 6, but I don't recall which slot it was. Red
It's only
learn all but slot 1.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know. All right, and Rubes doing the herb turn in. Let's see if we're right on the floater here.
Well, this is the tail.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
so we're going back. Waterfall or ice.
No, floater wasn't waterfall. Demon Frog has pulled it out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And a cube for sale in Elfland. We never saw that earlier. So actually, they will now have full dungeon access, so they could pick Earth or Sky, or at least Rubes does. I don't know if Demon Frog has picked up his cube yet.
I'd be surprised if Rubes doesn't turn this tail in, go back and grind the Agama up. and then head down, or he might try to do a waterfall here, just to see if that is the floater.
Yep, well, he's turning his tail right now. And I don't know. Sure, it's tempting to get the floater, but you have your promotion. Do you really need it?
No, I mean, my play would be, okay, I'm promoted. I've got a decent sword. I'm going to grind that Agama up, and I'm just going to go wipe through some fiends.
Yep. Of course, one of the things is, and you see Rubes doing this, the Red Mage and Red Wizard can actually use the Sun Sword. So he's putting the Sun on the Red Wizard and, grabbing the Vorpal on the fighter. Of course, we're still using the Chain +4 armor. Sure, that's blessed armor, but I want to find something a little better than that.
Imagine between the chests that we're going to check, we'll find something. And obviously, we're looking for that dragon armor for the fighter. But an opal or gold Cheerio certainly would be beneficial here.
Yep. dem0nfr0g is going to get the floater and take to the air at about the short of the 26-minute mark, called about 25 minutes 50 seconds, and he's promptly flying to Flynn. And Ale and check, confirming my memory is correct. It is 2 through 4 that the Red Wizard, can learn at level 6.
And Rube's making the smarter play versus doing the Agama and checking the desert for that blue pyro.
Delicious blue steak with
blue steak.
A couple encounters off the hard reset. That's definitely a check you want to make. They have steak and wings and Ankleo. We never want to see those.
Yeah, the steak and wings is certainly serviceable.
Yes, it is. Sandwich. That's not too bad.
Oh God, I'm still hungry.
This is why I have supper before going on comms.
Oh, this is terrible. I should have ate something better.
Well, dem0nfr0g is going to go promote himself. So one thing that will give us too is access to a few more spells like Brack, which we do have to take on either Kraken or Tia. The 2-man party that gives a few more possibilities, although, like I said, that Red Wizard isn't hitting too hard. Looks like Rubes is going to take the sandwich grind.
So Rubes, you think he's going to 2-man all the way, or going to try to down that Red Mage after maybe level 21 or so?
That's a good question. I think he's probably going to down that Red Mage. It's like, I have enough levels and spell charges. I just want to send this knight into orbit.
Yeah. Maybe get the Red Mage just above, that nuke range, and then kill him off.
dem0nfr0g heading to Elfland. Looks like he's going to pick up his cube. So it's going to have access to all the dungeons himself. So the Earth versus Sky, I know personally, I prefer, of course I'm not a racer, but I prefer Sky because, well, we all know about Earth and all its unpleasant surprises, but you get some decent chests in Sky.
Yeah, and it's just a much more linear dungeon as well. It's just Earth. You can just bounce off too many walls. So there's just better experience up there. More chests if you really are dying to take some. Yeah, I agree that it's a better route to go.
And the Agama has slow, so that really doesn't make the grind so good unless you perhaps have a ribbon.
31,000 cash out of that. That would have been great early on. Don't need it too much now.
Yep. Silver helmet +3, which is and Rubes is like, no, I've got the opal +3. Of course, what we really want is the ribbon. We'll see if they turn in a few more incentives, a few more fetch quests to see if they can't find the incentive ribbon, because that is really useful. Now it looks like
Yep,
Rubes off Red Mage.
Yep, he hit that 21 mark, and now that Red Mage is gone.
And Maple, our tracker in chat, saying Sky will provide. Yes, that is a big reason to go to Sky. Let's see. That's the greatest grind tile there in Topher. Opal +4 Cheerio. That's wonderful. He puts it on the Red Wizard, knowing that, hopefully he should find some armor for a knight. That Rubes, meanwhile, is continuing his Grind, what level do you think he'll go to here?
42 here. Oh, and a ribbon.
Ribbon.
Okay, so dem0nfr0g knows that he can get guaranteed 2 ribbons on his party here.
Yep, the question is, will he follow the fetches to do that? Because right now it looks like he would probably have to go to ice to do that. Unless there's something I am forgetting.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm not. I'm checking chest for the power bonk, the ruse, a white shirt, and hoping that a ribbon is there. But right now, I think you know that your opponent was in go mode early. It was a fairly linear chain, and dem0nfr0g is down a game and needs to win this. I think he knows that he just needs to go fast and has to take a little bit of a gamble here.
Yes, I like the adjustment dem0nfr0g just made. He found that ribbon. He's like, okay, that Agama is not going to slow me now, so I'm going to go take a few Agamas here. We'll see if he does the same, where he gets the Red Wizard to 21 and then just has to take a nap.
Yeah, the efficiency of these grinds is much different, obviously. We're getting 13,000 aside over here. We'll be getting close to 6,600 once dem0nfr0g goes solo. So certainly quite a bit of difference.
Yes, and that difference could be really important later. Of course, we'll see, what happens. That rubes is really swinging hard with that vorpal. You get that, a few swings, lands a few crits, it'll do some wonderful damage.
I didn't even know a vorpal could roll positive. Every single time I get it, it seems like it's -3 or 4.
That's nothing. A few tempers, a few power bonks.
Can't overcome. Yeah.
But it might take quite a few, and by that time you've been nucleared and
right.
Those fun stuff the fiends will do to you.
But dem0nfr0g making some short work as well with that Agama.
Yep, and the Agama has Thunder, which is okay. That would have helped kill off the Red Wizard, but with the ribbon on the Knight, we don't care so much. See, dem0nfr0g, and really both of them, remembered that we had both Heal 2 and Heal 3 in particular, and Ruse available to the Knight. Of course, they only have 4 casts, but still.
And I really like what Rubes is doing here. He's actually hard resetting out of single sandwiches, knowing that, between having to drop a 10 and hard reset each time, it's just not worth it. So he's consistently, well, I think after the 3rd attempt, he gave up. But for the most part, he's looking for that double sandwich, which I also am looking for right now.
Yes, for both grinds and lunch, a double sandwich is better.
I'm just starving. I feel like if we start to talk food, Caleb is going to join the chat.
Oh, he just might. I mean, pretty sure last time I started talking food on comms, he just showed up in chat just like that.
Yeah, he'll probably join comms if we start talking food. He'll be like, all right, top 5 sandwiches I've ever had.
Best sandwiches don't cast crack on you like I did in vanilla. Or nuke. Something like that. I've never seen a sandwich with nuke.
Well, you'd want to see it. Just get out of the pool.
That is true. That is actually quite true. Because then you've got other grinds and it's not going to be on something else. Well, it's not going to be on something that appears in more places.
Right. Okay, so Rubes just going for it solo.
He is not to a pretty high level, so we'll see what it does, of course. He looks like he going to check out. I don't think he would. Well, I don't know. That blue D's dropping some hints. You need some better armor there. Some hard hits.
Yeah, we got Opal for days, right?
I believe he put that on the Red Wizard. Let's see if he remembers to swap that around, because the Opal bracelet vanilla.
Oh, actually, that was. Yeah, I think it was dem0nfr0g that had the Opal +4, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Softnom is now talking about paninis in chat. All right, guys, food is banned from chat and comms until the race is over.
I am not responsible if they fight nachos. That's all I'm going to say. Or nachos.
All right, and so Rube's actually checking some chests that we don't normally see racers checking in this flag set, and we might have a little technical difficulty here.
Yep.
All right, I know dem0nfr0g is still on his grind. Okay, we're back.
All right, Rubes is taking out some bad men and is frozen in a time. There we go. Might have just been syncing up the streams. Which bad men looks like they haven't rolled anything nasty script wise, which is always a good thing to see because you see those in large groups in Topher.
So what Rubes did here is he stopped his grind short, knowing that he's going to explore much more of Sky, and he's just taking the levels as he goes, which is smart. If you want to get to 42 and you're gonna do some exploration, stop short, take some fights along the way, do a quasi end walking grind.
Yes. Right now he's going for the CC Gambit chest, so we'll see what he grabs out of there. The black +3 shirt.
And the red mage can equip that, right?
Yep. Yes, he can. Plus shirts. Wizard Vamps come out with the dreaded dark spell, which is poison's a little annoying, but it's not too bad when you have a ribbon.
And the power bonk. CC's Gambit provides.
Yeah, that is a huge find.
Guy provides.
And I would actually keep that power bonk on the... Oh, he doesn't have the ribbon yet. He hasn't checked the... Yeah, so that's why he's keeping the pro ring on the knight.
Okay, so a defense sword, power bonk, soon to be level 42 fighter. You know, I can't imagine Rubes, given the amount of chests that he's checked, he's not going to check the Topher Keylock. So picking up that ribbon, defense sword, Vorpal +2, and power bonk, he'll be feeling good.
Yes, he will. So he's all right, almost to the bridge of destiny. Let's get your emotes out in chat. Let's see if we can get a robot chicken.
Okay, I did it for you. I put a robot in there.
All right, air's always annoying and Rubes gets away. Meanwhile, dem0nfr0g is heading into Earth. Check out, and no Warmech. Here's Hover a Tiamat. Gonna start off with the evasion strats. That's
right into power.
Yep. He didn't do too much damage, so he's buffing up.
So without that defense sword, without the power bonk, this could have been dicey. I mean, it still is. It's no guarantee, but you got to imagine Rubes was thinking, "Oh man, I haven't found anything." And all it takes is, a couple whacks from Tiamat and, a nuclear, and I'm in trouble.
Yeah, so Sky definitely providing there. Still got the knight down to 267 HP, but that's enough, and that gets Rubes' knight to level 42. Level more previously associated with black belts, but it works well for knights as well.
And about 95% of the community knows this, but there are no encounters after Tiamat 2, so I'm always nervous, like, oh, you got to heal up after that. I learned through watching comms that there are no encounters if you stay on those arrows. Yeah. So you don't need to heal up as opposed to, behind any of the other fiends.
Yeah, you meant Tiamat 1 there, not Tiamat 2.
Tiamat 1, yeah, excuse me. Tiamat 1, yeah. Yeah, there's some things behind Tiamat 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many times has a Twilight Party Pack wiped someone in?
Gosh, I think I saw this in a spring tournament. Someone died to the sandwiches or something like that right before chaos, like 2 steps away. It was brutal.
Right, dem0nfr0g has gotten his knight up to level 40, I saw, so he's going to go down Earth and, roll over a speed bump. And he's going to be feeling a lot better about his armor overall than Rubes does, although Rubes has found that black shirt, and he's equipment now. You've got the black shirt on the red wizard, so Let's see if he actually dives Topher with a chain +4. I mean, it can be
Only a
done. His
o-
knight is
only
chunky enough.
only a madman would do that, and that sounds like something like Will Bloodworth would do. And I see him joined in chat.
Yep. But sometimes the madman play is the right play. One trying to put up a fight. Blizzard Quad X is never going to work against Lich 1 unless you land Expert, which was White Lock. Demon Frog adjusting. Lich comes off Fire 2, fasting the Knight, and goodbye, Lich.
So with that, we have obviously both racers in go mode and 1-1 on the orb count, and Rubes heading to light up his second.
Yep. Your Demon Frog, where do you go from here? Although, I think we're
probably just right to Volcano. Get the early one. Do the checks. We're still looking for the power bonk, right? We have a bunch of incentive chests, or better trap chests here. So gonna check these, take out carry, and then certainly go to his next dungeon.
Yep. Or he's going to at least take out carry first and maybe see, maybe he just checks out Agama floor, and if he's satisfied, he doesn't check armor. I've seen that play a few times. Or he might just be satisfied. Although, Rubes just found the Rue stick, so that's a nice find. He's going to have evasion on both of his party members.
Yeah, he's finding it all here. Just getting greedy with chests, and it's paying off.
Yep, sometimes the greed play is the right play. I know when I play, I'm always greedy until it's like, okay, no, I really do have enough. But of course, I'm not a racer. I don't even try to go fast.
I hate checking chests. It is my downfall. I find like one good thing and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Demon Frog taking advantage of that level 1 heal 2 to heal up after all those lava tiles. Rubes has found Wiz Mummies and Mummies in Sharknado. That's not a bad full party grind, but he's already done his grind. What is fast? You mean like the fast isn't not eating food, and fast isn't dispelled, as well as Demon Frog fast up his Knight. 10 hits, 654. Look at that Vorpal go.
It's doing work. Will, a fast is what I'm on right now, apparently, tonight.
Yeah.
It's a straight up diet.
I've been enjoying the food talking chat. It's like you're checking level 3. Maju's probably thinking there was something for his Knight there. He's, obviously it's level 2 that he wants. Of course, we have the Lefane Superstore, but we have no slab and no real reason to go to Lefane.
Yeah, a lot of turn-ins to do. I mean, that fetch chain could be massive.
Yep. And Rubes is taking on Kraken, which is a spicy Kraken, blazing. So it's a defense out of his Knight. And he is fast on the Knight, and the Knight says, it is time for some blazing sushi.
Thought we had a rule about talking about food.
All
right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's okay. It's all right. With that, Rubes, 2 orbs lit.
Yep. So we're 2-2. Meanwhile, Demon Frogs is going through C. It's one of the first races I can recall where both runners did C. It's not too popular. And there's one blue reason right there, lobsters. Rubes has not picked up his floater yet, and I don't think he's going to, even try for it. If he's heading to the crust, I think he's going to head to Volcano and then just go from there.
Yeah, Rubes is probably thinking that it could be a massive fetched quest to get that, right? I mean, it could be TNT to slab to, or well, I guess you can have slab TNT to, all the different things. It's like, all right, I'm not doing this.
Crown to adamant.
Right. Or it could be an ice, right?
Yep. Nobody has checked out. I saw Rubes picked up Life and Wall on the Red Wizard, so those were in Red Wizard learnable spots. Tom, do you like the Heart in a Blender song? I'm not too familiar with that, Will.
I don't know it either. Will, can you jump on comms and sing it for us?
Sing me a song, you will.
Rube's still checking chess. Maybe looking for a ribbon here.
Yep, or maybe a better piece of armor or something like that. All right, Will has joined us.
Good evening, Will. You might be on mute. Oh, I think he's getting ready. Oh, flame +5. All right, there's the armor we're looking for.
Yes, that that was definitely good quality armor. I think we dragon +2, but depending on you get a ribbon on the knight, I take the flame over the dragon.
All right, why is that classic?
Because you'll get the less evasion penalty on the flame, and I believe +5 will be about even or close to it on the defense. Because you have the ribbon, you don't need to worry about the extra elemental resistances on the dragon. Of course, I would probably also just check the stat to make sure I'm not crazy, but I'm not trying to go at the speed of light.
Oh, I'm just trying to learn from you, brother. I'm taking notes off to the side for my race.
Yep, dem0nfr0g picking up heal 3 and ruse there, level 2. Where is he going? He is going.
Maybe stocking up on heal pods or a house.
That looks like what he's doing.
Will, the anticipation is killing us here. Are you singing? Are you singing for us?
I thought you said I was muted. Am I muted?
Oh no! You're better now.
Oh, I asked if this is gonna get us freaking doxxed by Twitch or get us flagged.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
just maybe like a short. I have no idea. If you do like a short excerpt, does it get to? I don't know how any of that works.
Okay, so you says no, so we could blame it all on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can hold me accountable. Yeah, I'll talk to Max on Twitter and be like, "Sorry, dude. Can you our ban?"
And before you play that, dem0nfr0g into Topher at 47. I think it was 47.40.
Yep, and Rube's right behind him. Except that he has to canoe and sail over, so take him a minute or two to get over. But who knows what fun things could be lurking in Topher.
All right, so while he's making his journey over there, before we get to Lich 2, take it away, Will.
All right, so if you recognize the song where he goes, "Wanna put my tender heart in a blender."
Oh, yes!
Out to a beautiful oblivion. There, yeah, you
Rendezvous know that. And I'm through with
That's
you.
what's up. There you go.
Yes, all right. I just didn't recognize the name of it. But yeah, obviously, it's a classic. It's a banger.
It is absolutely a banger.
Yeah.
That's Nickel. You take that back, you filthy animal.
Honestly, I think we just lost like 50 followers after you and I just sang that. They're like, nope. They're like, nope, never again. They're like, we're done with FFR.
Was that Third Eye Blind? I think that was Third Eye Blind.
Shut the whole thing down. No, it's not. It's not Third Eye Blind. It's like, I don't know.
It's Eve 6. I know who it is. I was kidding.
Yeah, Eve 6, yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Lich 2 casts a nuke before he dies, and Rubes is going to check those Topher lock chests, and he is going to be very happy with what he finds.
Ooh!
Well, you're upset with this whole race. You don't see a white mage solo, so I know you're not happy.
I don't see a thief anywhere, but I did see an Opal Cheerio, and that's my favorite flavor of Cheerios. +4.
Hey, well,
4.
I don't know. Well, we're not talking about food. We mentioned that. Oh, and the ribbon. That's right. I forgot about.
Yep.
Oh my Glaven.
Now the question is, will he do what I would have done. Well, he's sticking to the dragon armor. Really, flame +5 in a dragon armor, you can't go wrong.
No, I mean you can. It's just a lot harder.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, which one's better? The dragon plus, what was it, 2 or 3, or the flame +5?
Oh, I think just for elemental protection, if you don't have a ribbon on, it's probably going to be dragon. But
that makes classic, right? Come on.
Okay, who do I want? I don't.
No, I don't care. I was just more learning. Okay,
it's probably dragon. It's probably dragon.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a ribbon, it's definitely dragon. It's just.
Yep.
Well, even with the ribbon, it's probably still dragon, but barely.
Might be interesting to do a stat comparison, actually.
All right. I tell you what, if Rich Borg was here, he would know instantly.
Yep.
He has a wealth of knowledge.
Jeez. This is why I just specialize in one character class and one character class only. I don't have to worry about Excel, hit percentages, and dragon armor, and all that other fancy stuff.
Just full go mode. Just send it. I think
Always
I saw
go
you.
mode.
I think I saw you take out. I think I told you this already. I saw you take out Chaos with a white mage and like a wooden hammer or something like that.
I don't think that was me, but I had something.
No, it was something. It was something dumb. And you're like, all right, watch this. I don't know. I'll send it. I'll send it back to you. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? Who is this guy?
It sounds like me.
Well, dem0nfr0g is through Kraken 2, but is down to red mage due to the nuclear. Kraken 2 also nailed the knight pretty hard, but.
Classic over here, keeping us honest about the stream. Okay,
Yeah.
we're focusing. We're focusing. We promise.
dem0nfr0g got himself a life spell on his knight.
Yes.
He does.
No.
No.
Night spell
No,
was
not on the
available
night.
tonight.
Sorry, not on the night. Yeah.
Ooh. He's got a pretty OP knight right now, though.
Yep.
Yeah, with that-
67 and then 4 hits 160.
So does he not have does he not have bonk?
Don't know. We found the power bonk in Sky.
He does not. No, he did not go to Sky, so he does not have the bonk. Rubes has the bonk though.
Still doing some damage with that 362.
Wow.
And then
four
I
hits, four
jinxed it.
damage.
Yeah, then I jinxed it.
4 hits, 4 damage. Is that a Vorpal he's swinging?
Well,
Yes.
yes, it is. I was waiting for you to say that.
Of course it's a Vorpal.
Hey, that's 173. Oh boy.
Oh, 2 crits. Oh, nuclear. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep, he's through.
dem0nfr0g gets it.
No fast, no temper, no power bonk. At least we have.
He didn't find the defense or the ruse staff either.
No
But he
encounters.
does
No
have the ruse
counters.
spell.
Ruse spell. Well,
Yep.
That's all you need, really.
And he's got, I believe, 3 casts of it. So.
That's all you need.
Yep.
That's full stack.
Rube's coming in hot. Now on to Kraken 2. Yeah, three stacks of ruse. Fine.
That's all you need. It just depends on what his spells are looking like. Oh, lit 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Oops. Full
How
evasion
punchy is
stacks
he gonna
now.
be? Oh, come on, Chaos.
211. Okay.
Are we kidding?
Oh, we're missing.
Lit 2. Get out of here with lit 2.
How many lit 2s does he have?
All the lit 2s. But 409 and 280, we're doing
Come on.
damage. But it's either a miss or it's a 400 hit.
Yeah, he's probably in good shape here, I'd imagine.
Yep. No 3 and 256 rub shenanigans.
Skills kick in. Yeah, barring anything nuts, so he's going to be
Yeah, I
fine.
think we're through the spells. Yep.
He's looking good.
These
Oh boy.
fast, of course, max evade
That's
will help.
not an issue.
Yeah, it just means he misses more. And GG, dem0nfr0g is through chaos at
Well, there we go.
Well, there it is.
11 seconds or so.
Rendezvous, and he's through with chaos.
That's right.
So we are going to have a game 3.
Yeah,
Woo!
GG dem0nfr0g.
Yep.
GG dem0nfr0g.
Yep. dem0nfr0g has joined us in stats. GG's.
Thank God I didn't have Cure 4. Oh my God.
We were afraid of that. I was thinking if he pulls out a Cure 4, I'm not going to jinx it though.
Lit 2 is your favorite spell now, huh?
Oh, you can let 2 all day, brother. I even moved the heal helmet over just in case. And I specifically rationed the 3 bruises and have the heal helmet because if he can chip damage me all he wants, I can get it back up. A cure 4 or a slow 2 landing would have just been killer.
Woulda. Never happened. Back-to-back nuclears, back-to-back nukes, something nuts, but his spell-less was garbage. You had enough to get through.
Yeah, those 3 ruses certainly helped. Well, great job. You force a game 3 now. So with that, how are you feeling about the next race? Anything that you think you guys are going to do for a fun flag set, like 2 forced again, or maybe a solo white mage?
Well, so we did really different extra stuff from 1 to 2. So we'll have to talk to 3 because I wasn't expecting to win this one. Since the first one wasn't restreamed, he spanked me on the first game. I'm like, okay, this is a formality. So I'm kind of in uncharted waters here. We'll talk and we'll do something fun for sure. That's something that's been fun with Rubes here. He's just like we'll do whatever. Let's have some fun with it. So we'll figure out something fun for game 3 on Friday.
Solo thief.
Yeah, you heard it. Appease the man, appease the legend. Will, come on, do solo thief. Let's see it.
Oh, we've seen some solo thieves all right. I don't think we've seen solo white mage yet. Meanwhile, Rubes had power bonked up, and the Vorpal missed. Then it does hits like 1,200.
Yeah.
And 1,400. GG Rubes. Get
GG
your GGs out in
Rubes.
chat.
Oh, wow. He broke the counter.
Really great race, really close race there. Let's see if we can get Rubes in.
Yep, sub 1 hour for both racers, as was pointed out in chat. So hope Rubes can join us here in chat.
So dem0nfr0g, while he's joining in, Rubes actually went floaterless. I know that you knew you were in go mode about 20 minutes in. Were you thinking about avoiding some of those long fetch quests to find the floater, or were you hunting that down the entire time?
I really wanted tail. Up until that point, I didn't really have a weapon. I saw Cat Claw +4 in Corneria that I put in the back of my mind, like as a absolute worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't had a weapon. I had the Vorpal in my hands. Like I really want the tail to make this happen. When I found the Sun +1, I was like, okay, maybe not. I'll do Waterfall real quick while I'm here. If that leads to floater or is floater, fine. If not, we're going without promotion and without floater. But it worked out that was floater and herb was tail, and it just worked out nicely. And GG Rubes.
Yes, Rubes has joined us in chat. GG Rubes. And he might be having technical issues. He's coming and going.
All right, while we try to get him back, so I just asked a question. Will, do you have a question for dem0nfr0g? Our guest comms.
How good does it feel to have a game 3?
Like I said, I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, we'll figure out something fun. I was watching the end of the restream. Man, Rubes was like, he had all the gear, and I'm in Temple of Fiends, and I'm like, sorry, Red Mage buddy, but you get chain armor.
Oof.
It's +5, so it's not bad, but I need the opal on the night. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. So Rubes actually went to Sky, took out Tia, and found the power bonk in CC's Gambit.
That would have been wonderful. A rose stick would have been wonderful. The ribbon must have been the worst fetch chain in the world.
Right.
For the ribbon.
Yeah.
You had to go to ice. We didn't have TNT. We didn't have adamant. We didn't have slab. We didn't have bottle. It was literally like almost every fetch and crown even. Yeah, it was every chain item to get to the ribbon eventually.
Well,
luckily
the ribbon and Toph locked, which was.
Oh, Toph locked was great. The opal and the ribbon. The ribbon was so clutch because it's all. I went to do the Agama grind. I'm like, oh, he's slow. That kind of kills that. Let me go look for something else, and then found the ribbon. I'm like, oh, that fixes everything. Fantastic.
So you guys had 2 different grinds, right? Obviously, Demon, you took the Agama. in Northwest Castle, Rubes ended up doing a desert grind with sandwiches, even though I'm not allowed to say food right now. So two good grinds, right? Yours is probably it's an easier one with the 10 saves, but Rubes was certainly getting about 14,000 each round. So was the Agama the play pretty much the entire time after you saw that and we're in go mode at 20 minutes, or were you thinking, okay, maybe I need to explore something else?
That was like, I found it, I'm like, all right, we're putting that in the back of the head. If I happen on the eye, or like I took a couple swing at a couple dragon tiles just to see how they felt, and none of them felt good, but the Agama was pretty much what I was going to go back to. And it came with the added benefit of really easily getting rid of the red mage with Thunder. It's like, okay, well, I guess we're on the solo grind. I was going to try to get the red mage above 400 hit points, but the Agamas had different plans.
Yeah. And then Rubes, are you there? I think we're still having some issues on Rube's side. So Demon, Rube saw some nasty stuff early on, especially in Marsh that you didn't see. I think it was Thunder Mucks, and was it Blaze Bones or something like that?
Oh, the Bones had Nuke.
Nuke. Okay.
I definitely had to limp out of Marsh because of the
Frost on
Frost on the Cobras, and then I had to limp out of something else too with my red mage. There was a couple dungeons that was just the hair of my chin, so to speak. So,
well, you made it out alive, and that's the main thing. All right, so if anyone doesn't have any other questions for dem0nfr0g, do you want to give us some last thoughts on the race, Demon?
I mean, that was fun. Like I said, on Monday, Rubes just did so well against me, and I was like, all right, I need to go with a lot less. I need to go a lot faster, and it took everything, and it was only 2 minutes difference. So it's going to be a fun game 3. I'm sure we'll figure out some fun flags for it, and Friday 9 o'clock.
All right. And Rubes in chat said, sorry, Mike being dumb. So apparently he is having some microphone issues, but.
Well, we let Will speak for Rubes and do some last minute thoughts.
Okay, yes.
Party for the third race.
On behalf of Rubes, I accept the challenge of a solo thief race for game 3. Just like I'm sure he would have vouched himself. Yep. So
that's official.
Yeah. GG to dem0nfr0g. And I think he'd say something like "Go Buckeyes." I don't know.
I would say go World Up Katana, personally.
Awesome. Thank you, Will. Thanks for joining us in the booth. We certainly appreciated it.
No worries. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Yep. Glad to have you.
Get me racing. Good luck with that, buddy.
Well, Classic, I'll let you take it away, but thanks for letting me do comms with you, and thanks, Maple, for tracking. Will, thanks for joining us, in GG's to both racers. Looking forward to game 3.
All right. Yep. I'd like to thank both of our racers, my co-com, not young me, our guest com, and somewhat singer Will Bloodworth, and of course our tracker Maple, our restreamer Dengu, and of course Final Fantasy Randomizer for having us. Classic Gamer 76. Have a good evening, everyone.